Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Elanga.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's destined for the flank. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Elanga. Shifted it to the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Has to go back here. Can he finish? Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gray goes for a shot! There it is! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
After 18 minutes is number 10, Didier Drogba.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Birmingham really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
He's looking wide. McAllister. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. There's the delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Drogba. Played out to the left flank. Done delicately. Getting up there! And that's a tidy finish. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Van Dijk. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Look at them. He's having a shot! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Drogba. Elanga looking to receive it in space. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross into the box. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Searching pass he's played there. Can he latch on to this? It's gone out for a throw-in. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That has been slung wide. Spread it left. And he's picked it up out wide. Great chance! And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri, it's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rodri tries to play it through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That's the end of the first 45. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Hello, everybody.
Indonesia absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Indonesia are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we get things going again. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Palmer gets a good foot in there. Spread out to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. Cross to the back post.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
McAllister is the team's great visionary. Silvestre looking to play him in. He's found space here. McAllister.
There they go, hunting again.
Goes down, but nothing given. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Indonesia looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. And they can counter here. And that has left him in a heap. And the counter is on.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
And it's Palmer. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bullish header! Oh, crossbar! Palmer. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold. Impressive jump! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 28.
So time for change.
Coming on the field,
this one has been on the cards for a little while.
16.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And that pass isn't the best. That's going wide left. Looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Palmer. Elanga.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Osei Samuel has it in a wide position. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Silvestre. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Aims beyond the defence. Roberts. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Drogba. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nicely spread. And that is headed for the middle. And he can thump it away. McAllister. Roberts.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
On the field. Number 9.
June with the clearance.
Number 33.
And now they can string out a defence. And it's McAllister. That's destined for the flank. It's a goal kick. Indonesia have opted to make another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Roberts. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Corner it is.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, good climb! And he's there to get it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's made its way to him. No, again, there's no way
There
through.
will be 3 minutes added time.
Son Heung-min. It's a good-looking delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Osei Samuel. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that was asking for too much. And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Ouattara, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Elanga. Quick look, then plays it in.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him. Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Crosses it in. Bullish header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that has been cleared. Great vision. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ouattara. So it is still 0-0. Oh, no joy this time. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. Hangs one in. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Brentford really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Over to the right flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Can he spark a counter here? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk. And it's Rodri. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Lovely feet. Crosses it in here. Good ball, good take. Played it again. Adams with the clearance. And the counter is on. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they could break here. Jensen. Cross into the box. Elanga. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Jensen. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, nice touch. Hangs in a cross. Cleared without hesitation. He's having a hit! Deftly away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has been slung wide. Doku in acres of space out wide. Doku! And the ball's come loose here. And the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick reminder
Not too much
today,
so far
everybody,
to lift
make
anybody
sure
off their
to put any
seat.
litter in
Yeah,
the bins
0-0, but
provided.
definitely not
Thank
from the
you for
want
your
of trying. There's
cooperation.
been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
The second period is on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get it through? Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Palmer. And he's picked it up out wide, hoisted in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Indonesia clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Played back into the centre. Jensen. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He has found the way through. Ball in towards them. Terrific effort! And he's stuck it away. How they've waited. Now they have it. devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Incoming delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Palmer. McAllister. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. This is a promising build-up. Tries one from range! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Palmer. Silvestre, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ouattara, just about up to 75 minutes. Doku. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Drogba. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Drogba. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Jensen. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving on and making good progress. Indonesia still ahead by the game's only goal. Played into the box. Adams tries to clear. Ouattara. Oh, that's a big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ouattara, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20.
And it's been
Number
taken
4.
short. Flashes it across.
Coming on the field.
And it's kept out by a
Number
stubborn
19,
defence.
Elijah Youth. Number 7, Joelinton.
I thought it was going to
Number
happen then.
38.
How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Taking place.
Distributed tidily.
Maybe 3
Oh, can he get onto
time.
this? And he's there to retrieve it. Silvesh. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Palmer. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Palmer taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
That's a good ball out wide. David Villa. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ibrahimovic. That's really nicely played. That's the keeper's ball. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act.
Shot, surely! It's a Itakura. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Olmo. And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Bojan. They're urging him to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has been slung wide. McAllister does really well there. He is strong. Tries to play it through. Bojan. Looking for the run. Ibrahimovic. Endo. So it is still 0-0. Kubo. Succumbs to the pressure. It's a really well-measured ball. Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game.
Good chance here! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Ibrahimovic certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Getting up there! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. It's Itakura. Spread out to the left. Doan. And Kubo. Spread it left. This looks promising. And that should get the job done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is brilliant. David Villa! David Villa! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Played in. Oh, good effort! Harmlessly behind. Indonesia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. McAllister did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Drills one in. McAllister. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Villa.
There will be 1 minute.
Can he get on the end of this? Elects to cross. And he's cleared it back out. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Indonesia can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Down to business again. Indonesia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Ah, such a clever touch. Hangs in a cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Aims beyond it. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Baresi tries to clear. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Bojan. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. And it's Minamino. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mitoma! And he can thump it away. It's a throw-in. Belletti. Turns back here, probably the best option. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. McAllister being watched hawkishly here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate...
Oh, good fly! Oh, it's come off the upright. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Cleared away. It's a good... He's rising! Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. It's a Kura. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Kubo. Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing rate.
Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. Kamada. Could move up a gear here. No, he's not getting his way this time. Kamada. Lovely bit of skill. And a shot! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Substitution in progress.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's quick to return it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Takes on his marker. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's put paid to the danger. And it's made its way to him. And here's Kamada. Tries a shot! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Number 15.
Japan have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Japan restore parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Boyan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's gone backward here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Belletti. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bojan Krkic makes a move down the right. Oh, can they get him away? And that's been drilled in. And he's there to get it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. David Villa voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join...
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Isaacson is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Isaacson's cross. Højbjerg! Goal! Denmark! And Denmark score first. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Number 23.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Not getting too much. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got away from it. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a mistake! There's the shot! And that was very necessary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Højbjerg. Norgard. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. Eriksson. That's going wide left. Foot in. Dani Olmo. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Dani Olmo. Tries to pass it through. And he's there to get it away. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Eriksson. He's picked his way through. And a chance! Well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Denmark are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Eriksson.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. Vestergaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
David Villa. McAllister. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Bojan. Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo. Christensen tries to clear. Real chance! Denmark are very well equipped down the flanks. It's Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense...
Danny Olmo! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Norgard. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's McAllister. McAllister does well to get it back. Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
They want to be quick to recover this. Rijkaard gets it away. Played in. Defending of the desperate variety. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. He's looking wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Anderson. So a temporary halt to the action. Indonesia are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Indonesia get the ball rolling for the second period. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Norgard over to the right flank. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Tries to play it through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Eriksson plays it short. Now the ball in. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. And it's Olmo. Silvestre. Shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been drilled in. Dorgu. It's Højbjerg. That's going right the way across. Isaacson. And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. David Villa, who's set up one goal so far. Crosses it in. Vestergaard tries to clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Isaacson.
The attendance
Quarter
for
of
this
an hour
match
into the
was
second half.
29,950.
Now it's Højlund. And Norgard. That has been slung wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he get it through? McAllister. He's found, and the shot! Fabulous from McAllister. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And the comeback is complete. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Denmark choosing to make the first change. Højlund is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Isaacson. Spread to the right, drives it in. Baresi can get it clear. Gets the shot away! Oh, that's a waste.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Ibrahimovic being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Norgard. And it's Eriksson. Now it's Isaacson. Oh, that's nice. Crosses it in here.
Substitution for Denmark. Number 8.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots
is
and lots of changes.
Number 12, Mela.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Eriksson. He slings it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Eriksson. That is lovely. Now what about this cross? It's a clearance, but not much of one.
Denmark really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
McAllister receives it in a good position here. Dorgu. That's a throw. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Chiellini. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. That's a sharp pass.
Indonesia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end. The ball is bounced loose now. Dani Olmo, and the counter is on. Silvestre, probing pass. That is a great pick out. Oh, important interception. Mela. So what can they make of this? Vint, spread it left. Kukçu proves too strong. He's found a way through. Bojan. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Dani Olmo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for great viewing.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. That's destined for the flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Quality ball. Lovely, now then. Ibrahimovic ploughing through the middle. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
That's going wide left. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That is a brilliant interception.
Belletti.
And it's Olmo. Baresi. Indonesia are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Distributed tidily. Herrera. That's tidy. Looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He won't be happy with that one. That's really well manoeuvred. And a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Villa clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Out towards the flank. This looks promising. Tries the towering header. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's gone looking for safety. He's in a great position. Shot, surely! And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Buyan. McAllister. Spread it left. David Villa. Lovely bit of skill. Aimed at the far side. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And it's Olmo. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Buyan. Pass is just off target. And he's there to belt it away. And Silvestre. Now it's Villa. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Buyan steaming forward at pace. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Might be danger here.
There will be
final seconds now. Drives it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's running through. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Down to business again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Dani Olmo played out to the left flank. Played out towards the right wing. Now the ball in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get it through? Can he finish? Delicious from Dani Olmo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Bojan. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Indonesia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Can he get on the end of this? That's going across goal. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shot could be on. Here, shot at goal! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, that's nice. That'll be a throw-in. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Substitutions taking place.
Good ball, good take. And it's made its way to him. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Just about up to 75 minutes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Very nicely done. And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Substitution.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Nicely spread. It's a promising position. Now this could be... Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
He's on it, can he get away? Now he's running away. It's come to nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. He's a sharp little ball here.
Guatemala really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Guatemala do have a chance to counter here. Nicely weighted ball. This is a promising build-up.
3 minutes added time.
David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Bojan. He's got away. Ibrahimovic. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 9.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded and
he shoots! But he's left disappointed. And that's that. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant.
He's having a shot! Goal, Italy! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Foot in. Now, can they get him away? Locatelli. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bojan Krkic gets on his bike and on the move. Bojan in towards the back. Oh, good climb! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Rijkaard. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Udogi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Stood up well to him there. Politano. And it's Di Lorenzo. Bastoni. He shifted it to the flank. That has not gone well.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Elects to cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Udogi. Now it's Raspadori.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Delivered low. That'll be a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here.
Goes for a shot!
Bastoni with the clearance. McAllister goes short.
Shoots!
Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe. Italy really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Belletti.
Tries to play it through.
Takes a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Keane. Half an hour played now. Back where it came from. Oh, well played. Barella. That's Politano. Aimed beyond the defence. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Ibrahimovic. Dani Olmo! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Raspadori. Tonali. And it's Barella. Spread it left. Oh, that's nice. Barella, played into the box. Kind of somewhat off top.
Decent chance!
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Raspadori certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, such a clever touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's McAllister.
Applies the finish!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, he's
Shot a goal!
not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bastoni, Tonali.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Locatelli, who's set up one goal so far. That's going wide left. And he's had it nicked away. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Indonesia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Indonesia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread out to the left. Udogi gets across. Oh,
Barella! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Silvestre is in a really good position out wide.
Oh, good finish! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Indonesia cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And reclaimed it in a trice. David Villa.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Dani Olmo. Now it's Bojan. And that should get the job done.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 14.
So we have movement on both benches.
Per il numero 9. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. he's quick to return it. And it's Rijkaard. Barella given the lift of his goal. Now it's Politano. And here's Barella. Udogi. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Olmo. McAllister. Good purposeful running this.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
McAllister. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position.
McAllister! And again!
Udogi. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Politano. That has been cut short. Messi.
Indonesia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Chiellini.
Tries a shot!
And no mistake.
They have stolen level at the last!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And the number on the board is 3. Calafiori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Di Lorenzo. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And the shot! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! He's scored!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Panama make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Bojan. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Now, can they get him away? It's a goal kick. Chiellini. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Bojan Kurkic going face-to-face with his great rival. Silvestre. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a shot! Cleared away. Dani Olmo has got himself a free kick. Finish of the highest order. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
That's been slipped through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Belletti.
Bojan. Crosses it in. And he's taking no chances there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, lovely bit of skill. He'll try from distance!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Dani Olmo. That's a throw. Godoy. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Indonesia.
Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
And they can counter here. Tries to thread one through. And he's managed to get rid. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dani Olmo. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Bojan. And this is Ibrahim.
Decent chance! And that's a tiny finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Indonesia leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belletti. Chiellini. This is a promising build-up. And here's Bojan. Lovely feet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's the chance to counter. Bojan. What's going wide left? Knocks it out wide. It's a promising position. Oh, good. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seats. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Indonesia are up by the... Shot a goal! It's a loose ball. Oh, that's nice. And it's lofted through here. Rijkaard. And it's Bojan. It's Belletti. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Godoy could move up a gear here. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bojan Kurkic chasing after it. McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great defending, strong and determined. A probing pass. Can he get onto this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
David Villa. Dani Olmo. And here's McAllister. Godoy. This is a counter-attack chance for Panama. He's being urged to shoot.
Panama really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Out of play for a goal kick. Panama can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Over to the right flank. Played out wide. He slings it in. They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to clear it. Bojan. And it's Rijkaard.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Out towards the flank. Oh, nice touch. Tries to play it through. Indonesia keep calm in the face of danger. Bojan Krkić making good progress on the right-hand side.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's being shifted off it. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. David Villa! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rijkaard. Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That's destined for the flank. He's on it, can he get away? The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Ibrahimovic. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. He's had it taken off him. Alavina. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Right card is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Dani Olmo. Silvestre. Dani Olmo providing an outlet on that flank.
Towering header!
Tries to get it clear. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah.
Gets his head on it! Goal!
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Le numéro 6, Ibrahimovic.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. That's going wide left. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Olmo. Chips it through, and the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Tries to pass it through. Bouanga. He is just caressing the ball. Knocks it into space. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Dani Olmo. Neither of these two. Oh, good effort! He will be livid with himself. Lemina. Played through into space. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's nice. Chiellini can clear it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No way through, so back it comes. That's destined for the flank. Aubameyang. Belletti plays it forward. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bouanga. Can he spark a counter here? 30 minutes gone. Distributed tidily. And it's Lemina. It's Belletti. Bojan. Dani Olmo. Bruno Aquilmanga. And it's Lemina. Goes looking wide. Plays the return pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Alavina. Nice control. The ball goes in. Cleared without hesitation. Dani Olmo. Now it's Bojan. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Danny Olmo. And a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's picked his way through. David Villa. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Lamina. Can he latch on to this?
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Indonesia coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Indonesia leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So off we go again. Indonesia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That has been cut short. Lamina looking to pass their way up the pitch. Buanga bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. David Villa.
That was lovely, that.
Crossed in once. Impressive jump!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Driving on and making good progress. Chiellini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shifted it to the flank. Buanga. Indonesia are still that goal to the good. It's a promising position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Hoisted in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Danny Olmo. Nicely spread. Here comes... Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Changement. Le numéro 18. À sa place, le numéro 10.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? That has found him in acres of space. That's put paid to the danger. Lamina. That's a good ball out wide. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Chance!
Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Changement. Le numéro 9. Le numéro
There is some
21.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He's in a great position here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Surely now! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
That's a shade optimistic.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Spread to the right. One-nil as we head towards the end. Chiellini pressing high and with purpose. Indonesia moments now away from seeing this one out. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good foray he's making. Over to the right flank. Lamina played out towards the right wing. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Changement.
Indonesia are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cross it goes.
Oh, great leap!
Gabon really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
But that is not going to count.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Now it's Villa. Now, can they get him away? And that's aimed at...
And a header!
Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And the number on the board is 3. Duanga. Bioko Poko. That has been slung wide. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't say they were overly exerted either. So it's a good result and a clean sheet. A bonus.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes?
Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Shot a goal! And it's in! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Distributed tidily. Now it's Isaacson. Tries to pass it through. Very nicely done. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Marusic just loves to go forward whenever he can. And now the breakaway. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inter Milan have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun.
Oh, shooting chance! Superb from Ribéry! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're threatening to fly away here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength.
Decent chance! Yes!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Takes a shot!
Oh, good finish.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Ribéry. Dybala. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Ribery.
There's the shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Chiellini.
Shoots! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has two.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nuno Tavares. Nicely shaped ball. Pedro. Donatoni on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Prosgard. And it's Deli Bashiru. Taylor. Spread it left. Donatoni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's through here. He is through here. Ribery! Oh, it's hit the post. An instinct. Çalhanoğlu! Decent chance. That is a fine delivery.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ricci cuts out the pass, knocks it into space, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Donatoni, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Ricci, and here's Ribery, Çalhanoğlu, and that is not finding anyone.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Nuno Tavares, and it's Pedro. Taylor. And Tavares. Chips it through.
There's the header!
Oh, terrific save.
Oh, what a chance.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. Back on the way then. And here's Ribery. He's shifting through the...
Real chance! He's got a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Marusic. Taylor. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Spread out to the left. Pedro. Dybala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found space here. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Çalhanoğlu. Lovely feet. Cataldi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly...
And he shoots! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Cataldi. That has been slung wide. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Dybala. Lazio can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That's tidy. Donatoni. That's good play. Dumfries. Crossed in again. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Lazio are looking to break at pace. And it's Tavares. Now it's Pedro. Threads one in. He's got away. Now here's the delivery. Could move up a gear here. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Dybala. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. That's a decent clearance. Played out wide. The message is clear, none shall pass. And Dybala! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Delibashiru. To Marusic. Now it's Noslin. Ricci. Van Basten being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Nicely spread. Noslin. Ribery.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Opts for safety. And it's Chiellini. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Chance!
That's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
How many? Just how many?
Lazio can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Donatoni. Donatoni, upright and purposeful. Dumfries with the delivery. And that should get the job done. Out for a throw. Inter Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Donatoni. Oh, that's neat. And it's pulled back. Look at the space here. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, easy pickings there. Zaccagni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Delibashiru over to the right flank. Noslin receives it in a wide position. And it's been taken short. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. 4 added minutes on the board. Now it's Ribery. That ball looks a good one. Chiellini receives it in a good position here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Not the most accurate pass. Plays it out wide. Donatoni gets into a good position. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And that's aimed into the middle. And that has been knocked clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal has it out wide and in space.
Chance for a shot!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rabiot. Salmakas. Donadoni. Donadoni makes a dash for it. Is there any... Donadoni!
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Ricci. Rijkaard. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao. And he skips past his man. Hoisted in. And that has been cleared. McAllister. Spread it left. Silvestre has it in a wide position.
And the finish! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Ball in towards the middle. Chiellini can clear it away.
Milan really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Nicely shaped ball. He's just misjudged that one. Deftly away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that's well spotted. And the through ball. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's hoisted clear. Played in. Oh, greatly! Off the post. And one more try! Relentless! Just relentless! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Yamal. Donadoni. He's in a... Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Rafael Leao. Clipped into space. Silvestre attempts a clearance. They've played it short. Salamakers! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Batasagi plays it short. Tries to... He leaps for it! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Dani Olmo charging forward, the ball at his feet. He'll try from distance! Yamal! Rafael Leao. Ricci. And it's Batasagi. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Rafael Leao. That has been slung wide. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking to play him in. He's found space here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Salmakers. Now Richie. Rabiot. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Some resolute defending there. Back where it came from. Rabiot. Richie. Now it's Pulisic. And it's Rabiot. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And a chance! Delicious from Dani Olmo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Pulisic. And here's Rabiot. Yamal. Dani Olmo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Good ball, good take. It's Ibrahimovic!
And that's a sharp finish.
And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Silvestre. Rijkaard. Donatoni. That's been cut out, well played. Works it forward, and it's Salmakers. Modric. McAllister. That's going wide left. Indonesia choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Villa, looking for options for movement.
And he shoots! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's come to nothing. Indonesia are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Ibrahimovic is onto this.
Ibrahimovic! Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Indonesia making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Selmakers. Now it's Bojan. That'll do under the circumstances. Pulisic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is just caressing the ball. Terrific effort! Thinks about the shot.
Shot, surely!
And he steered it beyond the post. Modric. And it's Selmakers. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well timed, excellent interception. Ricci. And it's made its way to him. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Ibrahimovic. And they can counter here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Selmakers. David Villa. Rijkaard. Indonesia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Tries to play it through.
Shoots! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And time is up. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Indonesia can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Donadoni. And it's lofted through here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Dani Olmo. And that has left him in a heap. Now, can they get him away? McAllister. And it's McAllister. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Vitinha plays it long. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal gets into a good position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's been hooked away. Cerezo Osaka have the chance to go the other way. Diouf. Oh, that's fabulous. McAllister did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Keeper's got good distance on that. Thuram. Can he get it through? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He's found a way through. No, he's not getting past him there. Quickly taken. Thuram. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zanetti. McAllister. Cerezo Osaka have reclaimed it. Yamal. He has a look up. Fiore. McAllister. Now he's got space here. Thuram is wide and looking to get onto this. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And it's Olmo. Spread out to the left. Looking to play him in. He is through here. Gets a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's McAllister. McAllister cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to...
Real chance! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.